everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I did a video a few days ago talking about how to bring the Budget by Paycheck workbook into the Good Notes app on the iPad, and today I wanted to go through my paychecks in July and fill those in just to be ready for the month. I get paid tomorrow, so I'm just in time to get this ready and done. I already did my calendar. If you did wanted to bring stuff in, I think you could do it in a couple of different ways. One of them would be through the adding an image, which is right here. Just click on the image icon, and then it's gonna bring you to like all your pictures. So if you wanted to, and I did not prepare for this, but if I wanted to add like my other video that I uploaded into like, let's move it to, I think I uploaded it yesterday. So I could just go right in there and give it a second to load, and then you can just see it right there. So I think that's like the main idea. You can like go Google, save your image to your iPad, and then from your iPad just import the image into wherever you want to bring it, and that will make it a sticker. There's also sticker packages that you can get online. There's also like something really cool that you can do once you bring a sticker. So if you want to crop it so that it looks more like a sticker, make sure that instead of rectangle it's on freehand, and then I can go in and make like a little, it's gonna be real bad, but it's just like kind of sketching it out, and then I hit done, and then it looks a little bit more like a sticker than just like a square image. So again, you just go on Google, find anything that you want, and you can bring it in. And to be able to crop it, you just have to click on it, select the picture, edit, and then you just click on it again, and then you just click crop, and then on freehand. Perfect. So let's move on to the first paycheck. So my first paycheck in July comes in tomorrow. Let's make sure that my pencil is on 5. Perfect. So it comes out, it's the 5th, so 2019. And first let's work on income. So I think I'm still trying to figure this out. This is my second month doing this method of writing everything out. This is my starting my third month of doing the cash envelopes. So I'm still trying to figure out like how I want to classify the income, because I get like all random sorts of money, and I don't know, I want to like make it a little bit simpler. So let's just say that I'm getting paid in my paycheck. I am getting some rollover money from last month. That's just in like my checking account. I did some of my cash spending on my card, so that card spending envelope, plus my friend and I went on a trip together, and she just sent me some money to pay for part of the budget. And then I saved some money for my envelopes, so I'll just put that here. So I'm gonna put like the budgeted, so I haven't gotten paid yet. My paycheck comes in tomorrow, but usually what I get is like $1,445. My rollover, I'm expecting it to be $239. My cash card spending and the money from my friend is gonna total out to $334. I was able to save $57 from my envelopes last month, and that brings a total of $2,065.98. Awesome. So that's all my income. So now let's move into bills. So the bills for me are also a little bit weird, because I pay some of my bills with my credit card, and it's just like automatically paid through there, and then I just paid my credit card off every month. But the first bill that's coming out is my car loan payment, and that comes out the 11th. And that is going to be $156. The second bill is my American Express card, and that really comes out anytime, but I'm going to put it the same day that I get paid, the 5th. That's the day that I'm going to pay the card off, and I know it's going to be $595.94, and it's usually not that high. It's that high because, again, I did some of my cash spending on my card. I went on a trip to Mexico, so it was a lot. Another thing that gets paid this month is my Southwest card payment. Comes out on the 5th as well, and that's going to be a $200 payment. My emergency fund comes out here as well, and that's going to be also on the 5th, and that's $100 a month that I'm doing right now. Then I have my Ideal Image payment, which is some laser hair removal that I'm doing, and I can pay that on the 5th as well. And I got on a payment plan when I started doing it, so I'm still paying that off, and that's actually the debt that I'm prioritizing right now to pay off. And then I like living a buffer, but I feel like my buffer isn't enough, so I may bump this up eventually, but I don't know. But I just leave like $10 in there just in case anything happens. Then if we add all of these guys together, it's going to come out to $1,246. Oh, what did I do there? There you go. The beauty of having an iPad. And 94 cents. And then that would leave us with $818 with 4 cents. So perfect. So that's that. Now we're moving into my envelopes. So my envelopes are my variable spending. So I have 4. So that's food. I have gas. I have doctors, just so I'm ready if I ever need to pay any deductible. It's like a tiny one. And I also have miscellaneous because I'm still trying to control my spending, and that envelope gives me a buffer. So for food, I do $240 for the whole month. For gas, I do $150 for the whole month. For doctors, I do $30. My copay can be between $30 and $15. And then for miscellaneous, I also do $150. Oh, and also leftover from last time it's right up there. I sometimes forget to fill that up. It's so bad. Whatever. So the total for that is $570, and then and then what's left after is $249.04. Perfect. So now let's move into sinking funds. So sinking funds is something I also do a little bit differently. I don't really divide it by category. I basically put money every month to like this pot of money that is my sinking fund, and depending when I need to pay for the thing, I'll have enough money. I just figured that I wasn't going to have enough money by the time I needed to pay the things if I divided it every month. So I'm just doing one payment to just like this overall pot. So I'm just going to call it overall. And I'm going to do $230 this month to that. So the total is $230, and the remainder is $19.04. I am not paying any extra debt that this paycheck. And then extra savings, I don't really qualify this as savings, but this is like extra money that I'm just putting aside for now, that at the end of the month I'll put completely to debt or to pay some stuff, kind of like a buffer. So I'm just going to call it extra money, and that's going to be the 19.04, and then leftover is 19.04 before, 19.04 total, and then that leaves us with 0. So then we have our zero-based budget for that first paycheck of July. This isn't really a paycheck, but my job reimburses me for different things that I pay for, and for my mileage and all of that. So this is what this is. Let's just do wealth simple. The thing is that this one's actually smaller than what I thought it was going to be. I usually budget for $200, but this time I already did this, so I know how much it is. It's $104, so I'm working with like $100 less, but we'll see how we can work it out, because August for me is I get paid 3 times in that month, so I'll have a little extra money, so I'm not panicking about this, but it definitely threw my plan a little bit. So let's just leave it with Wealth Simple for the 14th. Perfect. So that is my reimbursement check. And now let's do my final paycheck for the month. And that is it. That is my breakdown for this month. Now let's look at my cash and my cash breakdown. So as you may have seen before, I only take cash out once a month. Okay, so I really like the way Miko does it because she says that the more like big bills that you have, the better. So for example, for my miscellaneous, I'll definitely do 110 and 150. Let me make those ones a little better. So 110 and 150. For my doctor, I will make it a 20 and a 10. For gas, I think it's a little different because like I need to put money in, I need the change. So we can do 720s and 110. And then for food, let's do 100, 250s, and 220s. Perfect. So that would be so this total is 570. Total bills here, I'm going to need 2 100s, 3 50s, 10 20s, and 2 10s. And then that makes it 20, 200, 150, and and 200. So yeah, that works out. The next page here is just like the teller slip, but because this is a digital version, I don't really fill it up because there's no point in doing that. So I'll either just go with my iPad to the bank, or I'll either make a note on my phone, or I'll even just like do it on a Post-it and do it like that. So yeah, it's pretty simple. So that is my July setup. I will come in later on just so that I can add the updated numbers, and just so that also I can finish the story around this last paycheck. So my car loan and my ideal image, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with those. Ideal image, I can easily move it because it's in a credit card. It doesn't actually come out of my checking account, so that's convenient. But my car loan does not. So I need to figure out where the money to pay my car loan is going to come out of. But also, interestingly enough, is that my car loan doesn't always come out the day it says it's going to come out. Like it says it's supposed to come out like the 2nd. It ends up coming out like the 11th. So I think I may have some buffer time because my first paycheck in August is actually pretty early in August, maybe like the 2nd. I can't really take out rent from it because rent is due the 1st, but I may have some wiggle room to take out like my car loan. So I need to do that. But for now, I'll just chill and live July. But thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, I would definitely appreciate if you wanted to subscribe. Thank you. Bye.